bread slicer, or probably rather a sausage slicer, because the bread slicer would have a serrated blade, and this is a plain blade. This is not the kind of thing that I would usually do, because I'm not very interested in restoring stuff that I do not plan to use myself, or that I wouldn't use myself, and I wouldn't use a bread slicer. But my brother was here recently with his family, with his daughters, and I like my nieces very much. And when they wanted to go to a flea market, I went with them to a flea market.
Oh, so this is a vintage find.
Yes, they are not particularly rare. They are at eBay for about 30 euros, which is what I have paid. Only the ones you get at eBay are usually complete, and here's a part missing, because here's usually a clamp on a swivel mount, so you can fix this to a table.
Do you happen to know the year of this?
Oh, I think they are still being built actually, but this is probably from the 50s.
Oh, wow.
Or similar models at least. So, yeah, and I mean, when you go to a flea market with your nieces, then you have to buy something stupid. That's basically the law. So what I want to do is to get this off this board. I will throw this board away because it's old and ugly, and it's bowed and everything. I do not want, if I ever want to use this to slice anything, I do not want my food to sit on a 50-year-old board. So.
Yeah, that's probably wise.
So, also, I do not want to cut off my fingers, but this might happen in a moment. So stay tuned. Okay, so I'm first going to take the blade out. Wow. This is amazingly heavy. This is the gear, because this is where you crank the lever, and this is the transmission. You can still buy these blades, and I will, I think, try to find one that's suitable for that. Good doggy, that's not the greatest idea in the world. What I'm going to do today is to remove everything that has paint on it, and then cover it in paint remover and let it sit for a day, because...
Oh, so you're going to give it a fresh coat of paint?
Yes. If I'm doing anything at all,
then... what colour are you going to choose?
I'm trying to match the original colours, if I can.
So like a vanilla?
Yeah, vanilla, and originally this edge and the letters and stuff were painted red.
Oh, what does letters say?
This is Lauter Jung in Solingen. This is the company that built those things. So this is Solingen, is where the good blades come from. Used to be. Everything is getting worse all of the time.
Yeah, well, yeah, it'll be a plastic blade, sure.
Well, what's the dog doing there?
Not sure. Balka? You think you'll be okay?
Luke is very hungry.
Yeah.
Because we had...
She is expecting some sausages to be sliced.
She's expecting some food because we didn't have a favorite food, so I bought something in the supermarket and she refused to eat it until it was so gross that I threw it away. And the new food has only now arrived, so she will get dinner when we get dinner. Back to this in a minute, because now I'm frustrated. That's one reason I'm not really good at restoration work. Because I'm interested in getting stuff to work that I would use, but I do not have the patience for restoration as art for the sake of art project. I mean, I don't think many restoration channels in YouTube are actually very interested in the stuff they make. It's more the videos other product.
Yeah.
Deleting off that thing.
Well,
It's fine with me, but I don't want to do this. Oh, you see how gross this is.
Yeah.
That's the thing that we can- What I wonder is if we can take this off somehow. But it doesn't look like it actually. This is riveted or something. No screws. Which is, I mean, this is something else that a professional channel would do that I will not do, because then they grind out these beveled edges so they can remove the stuff, and I will not do that.
Mm.
I do not really have the equipment for something like that. So wouldn't know how it works, and it would be too much work. I will just slather this over the over all of the dirt. But I still want to get this part on.
Yeah, this is really giving you a bit of trouble, right?
This is very seasoned wood and a
Yeah.
very seasoned screw, I must say.
Yeah.
It's nice here, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think I just broke a perfectly good one. Yes.
Oh,
I
okay.
did. Oh. I think this has been in there for some time.
Yeah, it looks like it might have.
Mm.
Maybe the wood's swelled as well, making it even harder.
Yes. Okay, let's first remove everything we can remove. Actually.
Wow.
Not a great looking screw.
Yeah, it's
Salvageable, but what for?
bent screw.
I mean, I really need to get this off because I want this bolt, because that's where
Mm-hmm.
this is the movable part that determines how thick your slices will be. Oh, and there are some. You know, this is where the clamp was attached. So there
Oh, I
are
see.
still the screw holes. No, actually, this is what this was attached. I will try to save those screws. Those nuts. Ah! These interns. If you ever see a screw that looks like that, then throw it away and buy a new one. There's plenty of time to save the wood later. You need to save every bit of crap. There's actually no time at all to save the wood later, but still,
Yeah.
cleaning those screws will be more. Would damage the environment more than buying new ones, I think. Because this is where any professional channel would bring out the big buckets of evaporust or whatever to clean the screws.
Oh, bolts! Wow.
Ugh. I think I saw my grandmother actually using something like that. And of course, like anything outdated that doesn't work, probably they're back in fashion. There's a Swedish company, I think, that makes those things.
Yeah, because now you get the electronic.
No, they're still. I mean, for people who do not want the electronic ones. So I mean, if you want my take on bread slices, buy a bread knife.
Yeah.
For a start, they do not have any frustrating screws. No frustrating nuts. Okay, this is a square 8mm nuts. I have a box of those. I do not need to save this one. One reason I would like to get this bolt out is that then I could just pry this off. But it doesn't work as long as the bolt is in the way.
That looks firmly
entombed. Yes, if nothing else worked, then I need to get a saw and saw this off. But
it's not moving.
If you talked about the bone in my legs, they have moved quite a bit. I'm not
Yeah.
sure they're still in one piece. So it would be great if you could get this away first. Because I could cut in with the saw here, but I do not want to break my saw in this piece. But I don't want to use this one as a level because this is one of my favorite tools, so I will look for something else I can use as a level. I think this is one of the few things where gender still applies, because I've never met a woman who said, "Oh, that's my favorite screwdriver."
I'm sure there is. Oh, wow. Here you go. Popped off.
Yep. And now, yes, they probably decide. I don't know that many women or people. I mean, that looks really, really encrusted in there. Yes, I can either saw this off now, at the risk of damaging the blade. On the other hand, I do not have to use the circular, so I can just use a handsaw. I could, of course, spend 35 cents and buy another one, but we'll delay this video. So let's see if you can get this out somehow. Oops, not set up for saw. Usually you can plug this in somehow. I mean, this is something professional channels get right, because they will not pluck out any saw and have a go. They will look for the proper tool.
Yeah.
here where my small handsaw is. In there. You can already break this off. This piece of wood is not yet ready to give in.
Aha.
So let's see if my great plan pays off. Because right now the screw is not making any This is, by the way, not my favorite screwdriver. So.
Okay, not the famous one.
No, that's this is, I know, it's probably magic. When the universe dies inevitable heat death, then the screw will be left.
Yeah, a couple of cockroaches.
Linchpin for. I'm not sure about cockroaches. No. You know what? I think I have something like that. By now I have banged this up so thoroughly.
Yeah.
It's probably usable anyways. So I like this one because it brought me safely to the outside home, because this is the kit I use when I go motorbiking. And it's actually, can't vouch for any other motorbikes, but apart from taking off wheels, this is basically everything you need to repair a BMW F65. So, the idea is this will also need cleaning, but later. The story of the four fingers. No, that was Lord of the Rings. Rings of Power.
Mm-hmm.
You said it wasn't worth watching, was it?
Yeah, no. I would give it a miss if I was you. I'd do Has the Dragon instead. I hear that's doing really good.
I think that was such a fan of Game of Thrones.
Oh, of course. That wasn't your thing, was it?
No. I watched it because of the wife.
Oh, this is a rather nice colour. So this isn't obviously colour, right? This is just paint. Oh, dear. So this will strip the paint, the existing paint, right? So will it eat through it or dissolve it, or?
It will not completely dissolve it. That would be nice, but it won't. It will loosen it up so you can spray it.
And then afterwards you scrape it off, or?
Exactly. I'm actually not sure how much this will do at all. Because sometimes with very old paint this doesn't work very well. But I know that it's not very good for skin.
You can imagine.
But this is, I mean, this stuff, these are somewhat delicate parts. I do not want to
And you're
to
putting
sand this off.
you're putting quite a conservative amount on there. Right? You're not slathering it.
It's because I don't want it to fall down. This right now, I probably should be more generous. Yes. Maybe that's why it hasn't worked in the past, because I had a metal cabinet. I still have a metal cabinet from the 40s. And I used 6 coats of this stuff and used the sender for 1 year, and then eventually I gave up. To a professional shop where it now sits for almost half a year. I hope that someday I might get it back. I mean, professional shop. Somebody I found on my hammer. Probably not quite the same as a professional job. But we had arrived at the point where my neighbors threatened to kill me when I continue run a sender on the balcony.
You tested your relationship with the neighbours there.
I mean, they used to look quite favorably on me because my wife was always here. I was always here, which meant I could always take their parcels and packages and stuff. Definitely a bit of sanding because this is good to get paint, but not against rust. So the rust will not come off. But it cannot run. So it says on the tin that you're supposed to wrap it so that the stuff does not evaporate. So that it keeps fresh, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
And now usually you would disassemble all of this, and I would try to scrape off a bit of the dirt first. This is probably the rest of someone's bread from 50 years ago. It reminds me a bit of KitchenAid machines when you take them apart.
Yeah.
Another thing that professional restoration channels have is a parts washer, which is just a tub that recycles water so you can use it again and again to clean your stuff. It also means that any detergent or chemicals you use for cleaning do not go right into the sink. I mean, I really would like to take this off, but I don't think it's possible. Because this is... There's a little cleaning towels system. Okay. And this is not good for the environment at all. This is brake cleaner.
Brake cleaner.
This cleans most things. It can also be used to clean life of this planet because this is toxic. You're not supposed to get this into running water.
Right.
This will kill insects and everything. everything that hasn't come off now will come off when I remove the paint.
I have a question. Was this painted red at one point?
The letters were painted red, and
Okay.
this circle, this is the company logo, and there was a red edge here around, but the rest was always. I'm not sure how much point there is in cleaning the inside.
Yeah.
You know what I especially hate about professional restoration channels?
What's
When
that?
they remove some dirt, first they will go in with the camera and show you 5 minutes close-ups of the fucking dirt to show how professional they are in removing it. And it's dirt. I don't need close-ups of dirt. I'm really an old man, am I?
Yeah, well,
Except that ranting about gender, I rant about.
yeah.
I think that's still better than ranting about gender, to be true.
Yeah. Less risky.
Upset. I don't see point in ranting about gender because I'm generally supportive.
Yeah, I mean, be what you want, right? No business.
Yes,
of, no
so.
business of ours.
You know, I was like you. I grew up in a time when this was science fiction, and Samuel Delaney and Triton people changed the gender.
Mm-hmm.
That was exciting. And today you can do that.
Yeah.
I mean, not. I mean, your physical gender too. You know, it was a bit more of a pleasure activity.
Yeah.
This is the one point that drives me out most with those people who, you know, rant about gender and how can we have the stuff from the 50s. I mean, science fiction is supposed to be about the future.
Yes.
And then you have people who come and go, oh, the future does look different than the past. We don't want any of that.
Yeah.
And then I'm not sure what's the point in having science fiction. That was my rant about.
My favourite is all the science fiction things that I used to watch in the 80s and 90s. They're all set in the year 2000. So it's interesting to see where we are.
Yeah. Well, it's 1999 and the moon is still there. So that's
Yeah. Well, the Autobots and Decepticons are not waging a war, which was 2005. So
yeah.
we
And we missed the eugenics wars.
yeah.
Well, and Star Wars was a long time ago.
Yeah, in a galaxy far, far away. That's a really genius way of getting out of having to stick to any timeline.
Yeah, except that they smuggled in E.T. somewhere and some.
Yeah,
so
it's
now-
Spielberg and Lucas playing a little joke with each other.
Yeah.
And in E.T., fun fact, when he sees, what's his name, Elliot, wearing a Yoda mask, first thing he says is home. So There you are. There's a little Easter egg there in both E.T. and the
Yeah.
Fanta. I think it's a Fanta. Is it the Phantom Menace where you see the E.T. creatures at the?
And apparently there's an R2D2 in Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Oh yeah, the hieroglyphs. Yeah, the C3PO and R2D2. Yeah. Best not to read too much into it.
No, it was supposed to be funny, I think.
Yeah.
No.
I don't think they exist in the same
No,
universe.
it's 47 hours of YouTube commentaries. I frankly think that's it for today.
Okay. So we let this bake, right?
Let this bake and try tomorrow to scale it up.
Very good.
And then I will try to clean this later without cutting off any of my fingers.
Yeah, be careful with that. Looks like kind of a James Bond thing going on there, right? You put it in a top hat, in a bowler hat. Sorry.
Yeah, it's racist today. You can't do this anymore. I mean, not the head, but the person wearing it.
Yeah.